Hola. Welcome. Hello. My name is Paloma Cervantes, and I am a Mexican shaman, a curandera, Mexican healer. Today, we're going to talk about winter, so welcome to the winter talk. But before anything, let's do a prayer. So for this prayer, I am going to ask you a favor. I would like you to be with an open heart. If I say something that doesn't resonate with you, just change it. If I say something that you like it, you can copy it, right? I will say the word ometeo, and just because, and I'm thinking how to put this in words. Ometeo is a word in Nahuatl, and many people use it to call the Great Spirit, that divine loving energy that we have inside and outside. And because I don't know what word to use tonight, so I will use that word. If you like it, let's use that. If not, when I say Ometeo, you can change it for the Great Mystery, Grandfather Creator, Grandmother Creator, God, whatever you would like, okay? And the meaning of that word, I think it has many meanings, but one is ome, that's number 2, and that is acknowledging the feminine, masculine, positive, negative energy that we have. So is bringing those two polarities into a balance. So when we say ometeo, we're calling that divine energy, and we're calling that divine energy to be in balance. Okay, so for this prayer is a simple prayer. I have here some charcoal, incense burner, and I'm choosing between this and this. I don't know if you can see that, but let's choose this one. Let's make it very special. All right. Wow, there it goes. Okay, so take a deep, deep breath. You can have your eyes open. You can have your eyes closed, however you want it. Take a deep breath. Very, very deep, trying to feel the bottom of your lungs so the air goes all the way there. Let's take 2 or 3 deep, deep breaths. In that way, all the stress of the day goes away. So breathe in, just take your time. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in again. Breathe out. Let's start. I have here a feather. So let's send some sacred smoke to everyone. Okay. Ometeo, el gran espíritu, the great spirit. We are offering this sacred smoke tonight in order to call in our beautiful energy that we have inside, the beautiful energy that is outside ourselves. We are getting here together to talk about winter from a Curanderismo point of view, to ask that our spirit guides, spirit animals, our ancestors, angels, whoever you want to call, come here close to us, with us, and guide us tonight in this talk and show us what we need to learn. I really wish that this talk for you is you find something that is inspiring for you. So we give thanks to you, give thanks to yourself, to the spirits that are with us, to the great universe, to the great spirit. And take a deep, deep breath, breathe in love, breathe out love. Ometeo, you can open your eyes. I really wish you were here because it smells so good. Let me send some more smoke to you, more smoke to the person that is behind the camera. Special treat. Today we are not burning copal. Today we're burning sangre del dragón, which is dragon's blood. It's a beautiful, beautiful incense. All right, so welcome. I'm very, very happy that you're here. In this talk, let me tell you what we're going to do. If you have a question, just type it. And if I can answer right now, I'll answer. If not, like if it is related of what I'm explaining, that's what I meant. I will answer right now. If not, I will answer at the end. We will have questions and answers. If I don't know the question, I will tell you I don't know. I'm not going to make up anything. If I know the question, I will be more than happy to share what I know. With that said, we are here together to talk about winter from Curanderismo point of view. So Curanderismo, to be on the same page, Curanderismo is a healing, a wellness tradition, you can say a healing tradition, a tradition to look inward yourself and change, to look outward, outside and change. We use natural ways to change things inside and outside and sicknesses and all that to become better human beings, to heal ourselves in a natural way. For some people, Curanderismo from an anthropological point of view may be different things, like it may be a religion, or it may be, I don't know, many things. For some people, even they say it is a bad thing, is witchcraft, is many, many things. So because Curanderismo can be everything, let's be on the same point, on the same page. The Curanderismo that we're talking tonight, the Curanderismo that I teach, the base, the foundation is love and compassion. And that love and compassion is for myself, for other people, for the planet, for the plants, for the animals, for the rocks, for the elements, for everything. If we approach life with that love and compassion, then everything is very harmonious, very happy. How can that be something that is coming from a bad heart, right? So, and as I always say, you can have a pencil and you can write the most beautiful poem, or you can have a pencil and hurt somebody really, really bad. So with everything, you can do everything. In this Curanderismo, everything is love and compassion. With that is how we are going to approach tonight this talk. If you find something that is inspiring to you, that's great. Adopt it, change it, put it in the way that you want. Curanderismo is a tradition that has been alive for thousands of years, and the ability to keep this tradition alive is the ability, sorry for saying the same words, is the ability of changing, of being open, of changing all the time, using different things all the time. Something that you learn, you can adapt it to this tradition. So with that say, there's no right or wrong. Everybody has the right to learn. There's not like, you need to be this kind of person to learn. No, you just need an open heart, and there's no right or wrong. I can grab the incense burner with my right hand or with my left hand, and for some people it's going to be this is okay, and for some people this is not okay. But here what we teach is not about those little details. What you want to get out of this is what you feel inside. If when you do these practices, you feel heal, happiness, peace, you feel good. That's what matters, right? So that is the point of view that we are approaching this. So winter, we have this talk that we do in the beginning of winter, and then we reinforce it in the middle of winter, and then reinforce it at the end of winter. Let's approach this from the seasonal point of view. Seasonal as seasons: winter, spring, summer, fall. In the Curanderismo tradition, it is based, besides being based of love and compassion, it is based by observation. So if we observe nature, if we observe the universe, the sky, the cosmos, the everything outside has this harmony. And as everything is an universe, we're part of this universe. So we should be, and I don't like to use the word should, but I cannot think about other word. But if we are the universe, outside is the universe, everywhere is the universe, we should be going with the seasons as the universe, right? And this is called in Curanderismo cosmología. Cosmology, I think, is the word. So as we see outside, is the same inside. Look at when it starts to get into the winter, the days are shorter, the light is less and is different, it's not so bright. So what we feel is we start going inward. We don't want to go anywhere. You don't want to go out, you don't want to move, you just want to stay there. What is telling that? What is telling you that is your body, your soul, everything is telling you it's a time to stop everything. And for us is to go inward. So in winter, we go inward. And let me explain why. Let's start with spring. So spring, let's say that you're going to plant a plant or a seed. In spring is the planting season, right? The soil is ready, it's not so cold. We start having longer days, more light. So is when we put the plants there. And then comes the summer. We water our plant, starts growing very, very nice. If the plant needs a little bit of pruning or more fertilizer, or maybe needs to be guided, like it's growing crooked and you can put something that goes straight. So all those changes you're doing, all those changes keeps growing, 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 starts having flowers and then fruits. And then when the fruits ripe, then we go to fall. On fall is the harvest season. So we go and collect what we did before, and then we save something for the winter, and then comes winter where, as I say, the days are shorter, the light is less, so it's the time to go inward. That is nature, right? So with the same approach, we're going to approach it for us. So in spring, you are going to start developing and having and putting in action all the plans that you did in winter. Then in summer, those plans are going plans. Let's say you want to put a business or you want to go to school and study something. So all those plans are going to be going like full speed in summer. They're growing. You start a new business and you're going this way and you need to do some changes and maybe you need to add some stuff, you need to take out other stuff, things like that. That is the growing season, right? And then when fall comes is the time to collect everything that you did. And then when winter comes, because fall is the harvesting, when winter comes is introspection and is the time to analyze everything. So you're going to analyze what did I do wrong, what did I do right, why do I need to change, and all those things. So for us, yes, the new year in the calendar, regular calendar, 31st of December, from 31st of December to January 1st, if you see, it really doesn't change a lot, right? It changes that we change the date, but I mean, the light outside, the cold, everything is kind of the same thing. So we go into the seasons like this, like very smoothly. We don't go bam, bam, bam. So if you go smoothly to one season and another, that's the way we should go. And as I said, I don't like to use the word should, but somehow my brain has it today in there. But you should go like very slowly with the seasons. So there's no rush, but it's consistency. Consistency is what is going to take you wherever you want to go and reach, right? So you start in winter, it's suggested to do looking inward, looking different aspects, start planning everything, prepare everything. So when you go in spring, you're going to put out all your plans and start manifesting those plans. And then in summer, it's going to be growing, growing, growing. And then autumn, you're going to be harvesting. And then next year or next winter, you're going to start again looking inward. So what are you going to go and look? Let me explain a little bit about what we believe. We believe we have different bodies, and we call it bodies. You can call it energy. We have this physical body, and then that's one. Number two can be any order. Number two, emotional body, which is the one that is formed by emotions, what you're feeling. Then the mental body, which is by thoughts, memories, and all that. Spiritual body, where you can say the soul is connected, we connect with the spirit. So imagine that the spiritual body is here, mental body is here, where the head is, then emotional here, where the heart is, and then physical, right? When we're planning something, the ideal will be to start planning from a spiritual point of view and then plan and fill it up with emotion, and then it manifests in the physical body. So for us, what we do is we go into deep meditation, or we go into different practices. We have if you practice shamanism, you can go into a spirit journey, shamanic journey. If you practice visualization, you can go into visualization and things like that. That's what I wanted to say. So hopefully you have a paper and a pen, because let me tell you some of the topics that you can think about in this time, because we're right now in winter, in this time of planning and checking out what you want to do for the coming seasons, right? So what I notice all the time is we think about the future. What do I want to accomplish? What do I need for this? But if you're not getting there, maybe it's because you're doing and repeating the same thing and you're not changing something that needs to be changed. So that's why I say, I hope you have some paper there, because you can write down some ideas. I will recommend that you look into yourself and you see where are your thoughts? Are your thoughts positive? Or your talk, when you get together with friends, are you just talking bad things about yourself or other people, or about the planet, or about situations that are going on? If you're doing that and you're meditating half hour a day, then you have 23 hours and a half for maybe you are having negative thoughts. So what you want to do is check yourself and try to change it and try to be positive. It's hard, but it's possible. Ask your friends, if you see me talking things that are not okay, let me know so I can change it. In the beginning, it's going to be hard and fake, because you will be like, oh, this is a beautiful incense burner. This is a beautiful table, things like that, right? But little by little, your body is going to get used to that, your emotions and everything, and you're moving yourself out of that negativity. Okay, so let's go body by body, right? So the physical body will be the things that I recommend is check how are you eating, how is your nutrition. If you need to do some changes, do changes that go slowly as we are in the cosmos, seeing how things move constantly but slowly. So go like that, doing your changes. Are you taking enough vitamins? Are you drinking enough water? The main problem that everybody has is we don't drink enough water. If you don't drink enough water, then you have headaches. They come mostly from lack of uh, water, then back pain, different aches, whatever the word is, come from that. So let me give you the formula that we use here in my group. And it is how much you weigh. Let's say that you weigh 100 pounds. So how much you weigh divided by 2. So 100 pounds divided by 2 is 50. And 50 ounces of water is what you need to drink in order for your body work very nicely. I think we're like 80% of water, especially here in the brain. We have a lot of water. We use a lot of energies. You need your brain to be very well hydrated, especially if you want to do spiritual practices. So again, how much you weigh divided by 2, and those are the ounces that you need to drink a day. If you do the calculation, yes, it's a lot. But as I said, don't rush into it. Take it and do it like in 2-3 weeks, reach that amount of water. You will see the difference. You will sleep better. You will, if you have heartburn, I think is the word when the stomach is burning, also helps with that. Even if it looks like not, it does. Just give it a try. So going back to the body, nutrition, vitamins and all that, drinking water, then how much do you move? Because usually we're like this, we're in front of the computer all day, in front of our phones. So go for a walk, do some exercises that makes you breathe a little harder, aerobic exercises, so your heart is strong, your body is strong. Some stretching exercises. You can do stretching exercises while you're in the computer, while you're watching your phone. Some, if possible, a little bit of lifting weights or something heavy to make your body strong. So it's stretching, aerobics, and weights. That doesn't mean as soon as we're done here, go 3 hours and work out. Just do a little bit. If you're moving from one place to another, you can be stretching, you can be carrying things, you can be, you can have some weights and move from one side of the house to the other, going like this. You will see the difference. If you put just the water and the weights and a little bit of eating healthy, you will see like huge difference. So that is the body. Happiness is emotions, and is also in the body. So do something that makes you happy. So because we're planning here, we're going back to the winter talk. What did you do last year? What did you do last excuse me a second. What time is it? At what time do we finish? In 30 minutes? Oh, okay. We have 30 minutes and we're going to do a meditation, okay? Thank you. I lost track, but I was talking about happiness. So what did you do last year that give you happiness, right? Put it in the plan of this year. And I'm talking year, but we know it's seasons. What makes you very happy that you haven't done? So make an effort to do that makes you happy. Happiness is very important. Being with friends is important. In these times, I don't know how, but try to be with your friends try to have that communication. We're moving to the emotional body, right? So, as I said, we tend to project to the future. What do I want to do? But check, are you holding any bad feelings against anybody? If you're holding those bad feelings and you cannot talk to the person, do a meditation and ask for forgiveness if you need to be forgiven, or forgive the person if that person needs to be forgiven. If you find yourself depressed and all that, just follow the first steps, going out, exercise, and all that. You will find yourself happier. So find what emotions are you carrying there, or if you have something bigger, maybe you have a trauma, an accident, and it's repeating yourself, some PTSD and things like that, then work on those things, but work as if it was a project. Not, oh yes, I need to work on this trauma. No, you want to create a new business and you put all your effort in your new business. Why not create a new body, a new emotional body? So put all your effort in how am I going to resolve this issue of having this trauma, this PTSD, this hate, or being in a situation that you don't like. It's important to do that. Count your present, count a little bit the near future. Where are you coming from so you can create something beautiful? Okay, so that's emotions. Then about the thoughts and the mind. If you find yourself, because mind and thoughts are pretty much together, if you find yourself not being so happy or being sick or being depressed and things like that, you are creating that, and that is creating mostly by repetition, subconsciously maybe, of something in our mind that is going like this, and I'm miserable because of this, I'm miserable. So your body is listening, your emotions, you feel miserable, and your body feels miserable, and you create the misery. So all those little things, make a list of all the things that you want to change, and take this opportunity that is winter to start going towards changing all these things. And then the last aspect will be the spiritual body. So for the spiritual body, or the spiritual practices, I will say the spiritual connection, what do you want? This is what I see all the times. And if you don't know me, since the 1980s, I work as a curandera, as a Mexican shaman, and also I teach classes. So this is what I see over and over again with the people that come for classes and the people that come for consultation, is in the spiritual universe, they don't know where they are, and they don't know where they're going. Why is that? Because we don't put it in a plan. You want to have the experience of going out of your body. You want to have the experience of connecting with your ancestors very, very strong, that you can hold hands and feel them, that you can go like this and feel the energy. You can you want to heal somebody with your hands. It's not going to happen, or some people happen just out of the blue. But if you set it up as a plan, I'm going to start researching about this, studying about this, doing this, and then you will create it. You will get there. Move, help yourself. It's not magic, like it's going to happen like that. You need to do something about it. Now, this is the other thing that I see. One, that people don't know where they want to go. And two, sometimes they read too much, or sometimes they watch too many videos, like you're doing right now. Sometimes they talk too much, but I don't see a lot of practice. And you cannot know anything if you don't have wisdom. And wisdom comes not for reading books or watching videos, or not for practicing alone. You need to know, research, knowledge, put it in practice, and that will give you the wisdom. The wisdom comes with the experience. And that is the difference between a good practitioner and a practitioner that calls himself or herself a practitioner and really doesn't do anything, right? So you want to see results, you really want to put your hands like that and feel if a person has any sickness, when you go like this in the body and you can see or feel where the person has something and you can help in aligning that energy, removing blockages and all that, that is beautiful. And in order to create that, you need to make a plan, which is the winter, prepare this plan and put it in action. There are many ways to learn, and I won't say Curanderismo is the only way, because that will be having a very narrow mind. And if you have a narrow mind, you're setting yourself for failure. What I will say is study everywhere, study everything that you feel you need, that you feel attracted, that you feel that this is my path, and you can have different paths. And it sounds like that. You can study this, but later on, once you have experience with this, you're going to bring all that together, and then boom, is your path. Each person has their own particular path. So you cannot be me, I cannot be you, right? I have my own experiences and that have created my path. I love my path. You can create your own path. I can teach you the things that I know, and you can grab those things. You can change them. It's not disrespectful to change things. You need to adapt it the way that you feel, that the way that works for you. That is coming in with an open heart. As long as you are coming from that open heart and you're coming from love and compassion, there's nothing that you can do that is wrong. You know, I have got in trouble in places just because I touched something and I was very disrespectful. I didn't know I couldn't touch it. I just went like, oh, this is beautiful. Oh my God, I was true out that how disrespectful I was. And so maybe I was, but I didn't know. That's why we need to learn, you know. For some people will be like that. Don't touch this, don't touch that, don't look at this. For some people will be more open. You want to give it a try? Here's the feather, here's the incense burner, right? So it depends. Is up to you how you feel comfortable. So you are going to be the only person that can guide you. You may have different teachers and all that, but the only person that can guide you inside yourself that said, yes, this is my path. And that guidance and that assurance of that guidance comes from looking within. Comes from having a strong connection to your spiritual guides, your spiritual helpers, your ancestors, and all that. And that requires practice. Okay, so let me ask, what time is it? Because I would like to include a meditation. I think that will be good, and have questions and answers. Okay, perfect. So let's have a meditation. How's that? To recap, before we go into meditation, first, you don't need to know how to meditate or not. Second, if you want to do the meditation, good. If you don't want to do it, good, right? Third, let me tell you very fast what we talk today. We talk about the different seasons: winter, spring, summer, and fall, and how we can align to them, and how can we go steady and easy, but with a plan of action, right? We talk about Curanderismo being an alive tradition, very, very open, that you can learn and you can adapt it to your needs. So with that said, we're going to do a meditation. It's going to be a small meditation, guided meditation, to the spirit of winter. In the Curanderismo tradition, we believe that everything has a spirit. This incense burner has a spirit. These feathers here have a spirit. This shell has a spirit. Everything has a spirit. And we approach everything with love, compassion, and respect. So we're going to go and look for the spirit of winter, we're going to approach the spirit of winter with love and compassion and respect. And we are going to ask, what can I do this winter? In my re-introspection, in looking inward, in planning the next season, right? Let's don't say year, then the next seasons. What do I need to do? When we quiet the external world, those two words together in English are really, really hard. External world. When we quiet that, then we can look inside. And when we look inside, remember, we have the spiritual body, the mental body, the emotional body, and the physical body. So you have a bunch of bodies there talking to you. If you can just go there and listen to your body, listen to your emotions, listen to your thoughts, listen to the spirit, right? That is a lot of communication. So in order to reach all that, you need to look inward, right? So that's what we're going to do right now, a little meditation. So I'm not going to go too much into detail. Just try to have your back as straight as possible. If you are sitting in a chair, in your bed, in a sofa, if possible, try to put your feet flat and try to put your feet touching the floor, right? Try to move your shoulders away from your ears. And you can put your hands wherever you want. You can close your eyes. It's easier to close your eyes, but if you want to keep watching, I will close my eyes. You can keep watching. So close your eyes. Check that your feet are touching the floor. Your back is straight, your shoulders away from your head. And take a deep, deep breath. So when you breathe in, this is the only thing we're going to do different than the beginning. Breathe in love. So think about something that you can feel love, like a baby tiger, a baby giraffe, or anything for you that feels love. So breathe in love. And when you breathe in, bring all that air all the way, if possible, to the lower part of your lungs. Hold it a little bit and then exhale. You can exhale by your nose, by your mouth. Let's do it again. Breathe in. Breathe in. Hold it. Exhale. And one more time. Breathe in. Hold it. Exhale. Keep your eyes closed. Check that your feet are touching the ground, your back is straight, you're relaxed. And from the bottom of your heart, send a prayer. And the prayer is going to be, you're going to ask the spirit of winter for some advice. So pray in your own way, but I'm going to say a prayer aloud so you can get an idea. You can say something like, as I said today, we're using the word Ometeo, so you can say, Ometeo, Great Spirit. You can say something like, Abuelito Creador, Abuelita Creadora, Grandfather Creator, Grandmother Creator, the universal wisdom. You can even say God, whatever word you feel connected. God, my ancestors, my spirit animals, my guides. We're gathered here because we want to talk to the spirit of the winter. Keep your eyes closed. The spirit of the winter can be a he, a she, an it, an emotion in your heart, or maybe you see an animal. As I said, there's no right or wrong. So take a deep breath and imagine a beautiful lake in front of you. If you cannot imagine this lake, just feel the lake. Feel or imagine with those eyes that says, look at this purple elephant flying above me. That kind of eyes. Take a deep breath. And what you're going to do is you're going to be sitting at the edge of the lake. It's a very big lake, beautiful. Maybe it's sunset. It's a winter sunset, so it's chilly, it's dark. And you're going to be staring at the lake, and you're going to ask for the spirit of the winter to show, to come, to talk to you. And you're asking from love and compassion. We are not begging here, please, Spirit, come. So let me teach you a different way of praying, okay? Take a deep breath again. Everything is with many, many breaths. So feel love and send that love looking to find the spirit of winter. And you see that in this lake is surrounded by trees, and the trees start moving. And when they move, is the wind coming. And in that wind is coming with a lot of love. And you can feel that it's embracing you. This is the spirit of winter. And maybe this spirit starts taking shape, or color, or a sound, or a smell. Maybe out of the lake is coming the spirit of the winter, or maybe it's coming from above. And if you cannot see anything, feel it in your hearts. And even if that is difficult, just imagine, force yourself to imagine. And when you do this many times, then you can really feel it. As I said, practice is important. So take a deep breath again. And feel the spirit, the wind is blowing. You can feel the spirit of winter. Maybe you can see it. And you're going to ask, if the spirit of winter can show you what you need to work on right now that is winter, what are the things that you need to manifest for the next season? What are the things that you need to change? What are the things that you're doing great? The things that you can improve? The things that you totally need to change and don't do it again? So I'm going to let you there with your thoughts, with your emotions, with what you're feeling and seeing for a moment. Keep your eyes closed. Make an effort to feel the spirit of the winter, to talk to the spirit of the winter and get information, to talk to your physical body, your emotional body, your mental body, and your spiritual body, and ask, what do you need to do? What do you need to change? Take a deep, deep breath. And all the information that you are receiving, try to bring it into vibrating your body. So go over what you felt, what you heard, what you saw, and try to bring that into forcing yourself to vibrate all that information in your body. Let's say that I need to be more happy, so I'm bringing the happiness. And I feel my body vibrating in happiness. Let's say that I need to feel more compassion towards my friends. So bring that compassion and fill your body with that compassion. Let's say that you want to study something or you want to create a business or something. Bring that energy until your body is vibrating in happiness. Now, if you are working with sicknesses or depression or something like that, so think the opposite. Bring a very high positive vibration. If you are dealing with sadness, so bring happiness. Feel your body vibrating. Keep your eyes closed and very, very slowly you're going to start moving your hands. And you're going to move your hands. Just, you can touch your legs, your arms, something, just to feel how you can move your body but still feel that vibration of love, happiness, compassion. You see what we're doing? We're bringing that energy into this reality. Take a deep breath. You're going to tilt down your head. Take a deep, deep breath. And very, very slowly, not looking at me, just looking down. Open your eyes very, very slowly and try to keep that happiness and move a little bit your hands. You see how it feels? Now close your eyes again. Take a deep breath. From the bottom of your heart, give thanks to the spirit of the winter. Come back to your body. Tilt your head down. Open your eyes again and move a little bit with that happiness. And then you can look at me if we may be still in the spirit, right? And imagine that you have many, many lines of energy that are connected still with the spirit of the winter and all that. And with your hands, you're just going to go like this, right? And with that, feel like you're cutting those lines with a lot of love. And what we are doing here, and learn this. This is a very good technique that I like very much, because what I see is many times we get connected and we don't disconnect of what we do, and there's this drainage of energy. So you feel like you're cutting those lines like that, and you're back from your meditation, right? So welcome back. We have few time left before we finish, so I am about to open for questions and answers. If there's any questions and answers, and you can start typing your questions. But before that, I would like to tell you that these that we did, you can apply it in different ways. You can change it, but the important thing is go ahead and do it. I will put some nice music. I will put some candles and things like that, right? In the Curanderismo, what I can tell you, the way that we approach Curanderismo is we do a lot of exercises to improve ourselves, to change from the inside, to let go of traumas and sadness and all that. So we do in our classes, and we're planning to have here more talks about how to change things from the inside. And then we support those things with rituals, like how to set up an altar, how to smudge, how to use crystals and all that. And also the other part, so one part is internal, like self-help, self-love. The others are rituals, ceremonies and all that, practices, exercises, and spiritual exercises. And the other part is about more recipes, like a naturopathic way, right? Like, what can I take for cough? What can I take for pain after running and things like that? So those are the main three things that we do here, that we do in my school, that if you're interested about any of those things, you can just put it in the comments. We will make sure that little by little we are going to be teaching things. We have I have a school for many years, and in that school we have advanced students that we have this group, and this group is a closed group. So we decided this year to open a new group that is virtual, that anybody can join. Is going to be, or is already, called Curanderismo Circle. And in that one, we're going to start little by little. The Luna Circle, which is the one for advanced students, I will invite you there, but if you don't know the exercises that we are doing, you're going to be totally lost. So let's start little by little from zero. There's no dumb question or anything. So we are going to learn, like, how to light these, how to, oh, there's a question. How often do I recommend what? How often do I recommend practice for beginners? Wow, that's an excellent question. Let me finish about the circle. Can we later put the link to join our circle? So this circle is going to be 2 circles a month. They are webinars. They are, I don't remember how long are those webinars. Do you remember? 1 hour? They are 1 hour webinars, and they're going to be one for helping ourselves inside, and the other one to how to set up an altar and things like that. Are going to be an hour, but you will have theory and practice, and it's up to you how much you practice, right? And they are, I think it's an amazing price. It's like $7.50 or 20 cents or something like that. And also we will have a support group where you can ask questions and things like that. Now, how often do I recommend that you practice? In my personal practice, I try to at least squeeze a little bit every day, but I know sometimes it's not possible. If you're going to a very hard time, like you're heartbroken or sickness or something, by all means, practice as much as you can, 2-3 times a day if it is possible, because that is what is going to bring you peace. If you are in a very peaceful state, everything is good, so I will recommend combine your practice. Maybe when you are hiking or walking, you can stop for a moment and have gratitude thoughts, or close your eyes and feel the spirit, maybe by then, of summer or something. So the more you practice, the easier it's going to be, and the more peaceful and happier you're going to be. And also, you're going to be dedicating time to change yourself. And I cannot tell you how beautiful it is when you look back and you say, oh my God, I was that person, how much I have changed, how happy I am, how peaceful I am right now, how much I can handle situations. So the main purpose of Curanderismo is to grow. this is a tradition to help us become better human beings in all ways. Is there any other question? Just type in the question. Yes. Oh, where we located? Our main place is in California, Fresno, California. We have a center here, and we have an online school that we can put the link over there. We have a couple of Facebook groups you can join, but on those groups, we don't have too much going on like we are teaching, right? So it's better the online school or the school here. And before we will travel all over different countries as well and have retreats everywhere. But right now we are, as everyone, just waiting to see what is happening and what is next. So we call it like personal retreats at home, right? But if you are in California and if you want to come visit, our center is open. Our classes in person are open, of course. Few people separated, just following the rules, right? Do I teach limpias, barridas, and qué más? Okay. Oh, I love the happy face. Do I teach limpias and barridas? Yes, we teach. Limpia is energy cleansing, aligning energy and all that. We do teach limpias and barridas and rameadas and saumeadas and baños. We teach all of those things. I teach mostly those in person. But we're going to start recording very, very soon, typical limpia, and from there we go. Because you need to be better in yours, so if you already are doing limpias, what I recommend is book for a private consultation where we can go over what you do, and maybe I can show you different ways or things that you can add into your limpia, right? But always, I know everybody, the first thing they want to know is how to do, I don't know, how to set up an altar, how to do a limpia, but always keep learning techniques, but keep working in yourself, because working in yourself is going to give you the most beautiful like alignment with the universe, with the spirits, so you will be in the most powerful way, and powerful not in the way of powerful harming people, powerful like being a very strong, beautiful people or person. What is the person, right? Is there any other question? I just came about taking ice baths to improve our immune system. What else? What do you think about? What do I think about ice baths? They are amazing. They are absolutely amazing. Many different traditions do those baths, and you can combine in the ice and hot to stimulate the system. They're very, very good. I know people that even treat epileptic seizures, attacks with ice cold baths. So I think they're great. I think what we do to ourselves, and I'm guilty of that, taking a shower with too hot of water. You need to always finish, if you can, with very cold water as long as you can handle in order to stimulate your system. Is absolutely great. Good that you're taking those baths. She's typing another question. Mm-hmm. Oh, how sweet. Well, hello, Canada. That's a country that I love. I love the food. I love to eat, but I really like your country. Yes, book a private consultation. We are going to put over there the link to our webpage, and then you can book the private consultation. If you don't find what you're looking for, we do so many things that I don't have everything in there. Also, if you don't find the time, sometimes I can accommodate people in different times, not only what is in our calendar for private consultations, and I will be more than happy. They can be by phone, they can be by Zoom, they can be, sometimes they are by email. And hopefully, Canada, you come one day here. It will be very nice to have you here. All right, so let's do our closing prayer. If you have more questions, send it later. Let's do a closing prayer. This time I will use Copal, so you can have your eyes open, you can have your eyes closed. I am very grateful that you were here. If you want to know, have one of these talks and something specific, please let us know. I will be more than happy. There's few things that I don't teach. The things that I don't teach is the things that I cannot check, that I don't teach in this way, that I cannot check how you're performing, that I cannot read very well your energy. Other than that, yes. So you can close your eyes or open your eyes. Ometeo, Tloquenahuac, el Gran Espíritu, gracias por este día. Ometeo, Great Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this talk. Thank you for all the beautiful people that join us today. Thank you for my beautiful assistant, that she works so hard to make this happen. And this is her idea, to have these talks. And I guess she's the one that takes more notes. So thank you to her for everything. Thank you to you. And I want you to thank yourself for allowing yourself to be here, to take the time to make an effort of being here with all my love, with all my light, with all my compassion, with all my happiness. I say goodbye to you. And if you have any questions, please go ahead and don't hesitate to contact us. And remember, it is important that if it feels good for you, then go ahead and do it. If it doesn't feel good, don't go ahead and don't do it, okay? It's up to you. We thank the spirits that were here, our ancestors, Grandfather Creator, Grandmother Creator, Mother Earth, our spirit helpers, our power animals, our angels, our protectors, our abuelitos y abuelitas. We give thanks, especially Spirit of the Winter, for all the information, all the blessings, and all the strength in this project that we have, that is, go ahead and live this winter as happy, as strong, and follow the winter in the way the seasons are. And with that, thank you, Tlazo, Kamati, gracias, Chocoy, Utesia. Thank you very much. That's beautiful. And let me show you one more. This is in Mayan I grew up in the Yucatan Peninsula. Modern Mayan is Dios Botic, right? That means thank you. And so thank you, everyone. See you next time. Receive these blessings of Sacred Copal.